I wanted to ask you, with everything that's going on per se, like with everything going on, say with, you know, Ray Rice right now and Adrian Peterson, black men kind of taking a beating often in the media.
I mean, the reality is this, the image of the black male has been under attack for hundreds of years. It's not new. What's interesting about this time is that we do have a social media platform. So in a sense, everyone that has a Twitter account is a journalist, you know, to some extent or another. So everyone can comment. So things can be, you know, magnified in an instant, you know, to millions of people. That said, you know, I think that it's time to take ownership of our identity. You know what I mean? I think that, you know, with the thing with Ray Rice, you know, domestic, you know, abuse is never okay. I mean, we can all agree with that. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, is the NFL as an organization, you know, standing in the gap for these athletes that are worked like horses, that are put in danger every day, that, you know, are trained to operate with an animal instinct, you know, and then if anything happens outside of work, to be so easily they're expendable. It's like they're good enough for us to invest in their bodies so we can squeeze every ounce of capital out of them and sponsors and everything. We can use them for that. But when they have times of you know, whether it be rage or torment or psychological issues in their lives, you know, is the organization taking care of them? And I'm not glad that what happened with him, but I think it's important that this comes to light so we can have this conversation. You know, the conversation of mental health, the conversation of domestic abuse, and then, you know, you see what is happening with you know, another player at some point, a lot of them commit suicide.
Yeah.
But, you know, then the one that what happened with his family, it's like you gotta ask yourself, are these isolated events, or is there something happening? Is it more to the story? You know, but to uncover that is to open up a can of worms when it comes to this multi-billion-dollar industry. You know, so you know, I just think it's all worthy of conversation. But I think that we have to be intentional about perpetuating positivity in the community in everything that we do. You're a journalist. I'm an artist. You know, we're talking about athletes. You know, and yes, there are a lot of athletes doing great things. But a lot of times the media doesn't put the same amount of energy into highlighting those things.